And he wins it down. Tuckwell, he's in a wrestling match. His player manages to snap away. That was a neater dump. Craven Moorhead giving chase. Craven Moorhead keeps his feet. Craven Moorhead gives the hands. You don't see him often give the hands.
No, you don't. He's a very mouthy player too. As we just go, little break in play there as the mark's taken, and that is a very sweaty, hairy undersack there. That just gives an indication of just how hot it is out there.
It is. Harry Undersack goes long. Running over the black was Clint Taurus. Did well, kicked it long. Oh, strong mark.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
with
orange
those gangly arms of Lunig. He just gets himself in perfect position. He'll do that time and time again.
And look at this. As Power takes his time, he'll be just settling the troops, and he kicks long down the boundary line. That's smart play.
Oh,
and
strong
look at who he's
from
kicked to
Hurley
as well. He found a target, and he's found him. Luke Hurley in front. Clint Taurus had no chance there.
Let's see if he goes long.
Did you hear the noise then?
I did. That's the crowd. He's a real cult hero down at the Eels. Good play from Casey there to tap it on.
Lorenzo gave the tap. Casey went again. Gives the hands. Who's that? That was Cam Porter, wasn't it?
That's going for the goals. It's just missed. Just missed, Adam. A great effort from Cam Porter there. That looked online off the boot, but just drifted out at the last minute.
And I think you can just see Dick Fitzwell just walking the boundary line. He's just going through the behinds now.
Do you think he'll come back on?
He's walking around bouncing. He's just going through the goals. You can see there, as we mentioned, a hamstring at half-time to Dick Fitzwell.
Well, that would be a Herculean effort if he could come back on the ground. He's done nothing all day. He's pretty useless. But to come back on the ground would be a big effort.
It really would. Will he ever stop? Kicks it long. Look at that.
Antonio, look at those arms. Antonio's body was 8 metres from the ball, but he was still able to reach it on the ground. Then Tuckwell just powers through and puts it on the left as easy as you like. And here comes Murphy, as we said before, a highly skilled player. That kick just not quite as perfect as you would normally expect. And look, Dis, Rogers, the Flea Brigade are now coming, and Porter's going to take this mark.
Look at White. He's just calling for it. Half forward. He's still by himself. They decide not to go with White. Porter goes long. A good decision as well with Kendall down there. Who's going to be able to rove it? Useless Prick gives the big spiral out of defence. He's been pushed back. They're getting defensive already. Hurley comes over top. I think it's been... Nope, thought it was a free kick. It wasn't. It should go out here. Does. Right in front of the kid there that was trying to steal it.
He was actually trying to steal the football then, Adam.
He sure was. Wearing a Fremantle shirt. Probably the first time he's touched it. Now he's kicking a soccer ball. So that says a lot.
Well, I'm sure that soccer ball is probably stolen.
Thrown back in now. Can't see anything past that pole. Comes around now, though, to Joe Mama. Joe Mama kicks long. As Power will take this. Nope, it comes down. Lunig on hands and knees. Gets the hands away. Tuckwell tackling. Power goes again. They'll look for a stalemate. Power goes again. A little bit high. Happy just push him over.
And Adam, we've just received word that the young fella with the soccer ball is actually from Ellenbrook, so we can guarantee
that from a sporting store.
That soccer ball has been paid for, we can report.
Oh, well, that's good news. I was a little bit worried there. Thrown up. One down. That was Useless Prick giving the hands out.
Deliberate. That has to be deliberate.
They're asking for it. Well, the crowd is. As Power didn't want a bar of it, and he's just... mind focus on the game here. Final quarter.
Well, the crowd of 18,000 seem to be strongly in Ellenbrook's favour.
Do you notice that looking at the back, the two Commodores apart long ways?
That's for a quick getaway. Yeah.
I thought that was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Kicked in deep. Kendall just over the back. Look at this. Managed to keep in. Oh, I thought that was in. I'd like to see that on replay.
It was definitely in.
I think the umpire doesn't know that all of the ball has to be over the line.
That was. I had a great angle on that, Adam, and that was definitely in. And he would have snapped that ball through the goals.
Look at that Silver Commodore. How much that's been lowered as well. That's going nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere.
That is not a custom job. Don't know about that one. Don't think you get insurance. Handball down. Lorenzo goes in. I think this is going to go over as well. So you got the nice forward drive there, parked straight. They're still going, but we'll focus on the cars here. The forward drive straight.
Well, that's an Ellenbrook car.
Okay.
That's an Ellenbrook supporter. Yeah.
All right. Well, right half forward here in the final term. It's going to be thrown in. Look at the action there too. Bouncing the knees.
Nice throw.
Really well done. Oh, we're going to have it back. It was just a little bit short, but it is blowing a gale. We will forgive this kid.
Well,
Running a game.
I would suggest the ruckman use their brains a little bit and come in, because there was nothing
What's
wrong
this?
with that
Bounce
throw
the
in my
knees,
book.
bounce the knees, bounce
Look at that,
the-
perfect technique.
And it's high.
Perfect.
That's the one. It's a good one. Who will read this? Comes down. There's a few Ellenbrook players around as well. A bit of holding going on there. Useless prick trying to
Disc
influence
clever.
the umpire. You've mentioned his family relationships with those umpires. Now a chance for Balladura to clear the left foot, though. Out on the full. Good pressure by Jimmy Kendall.
Who's going to get the kick here for Ellenbrook? Because this is all important. Who's got the ball? Rogers there, but I believe
Well,
someone's
he's got a soccer
closer.
ball at the moment. That's the bought one from the Ellenbrook local store.
Looks like the kick's coming to Rogers. Now, he did... I believe this one's still outside his range. I think he will learn from his earlier mistake, and he'll centre this ball. I've got no doubt. He's a very smart player. Look at that.
Handballs.
Gives it off to Ferrulo, who can roost it.
He's going
That's
long.
not his best effort.
No, it's going to be out in the full, I think. So Ellenbrook putting plenty of pressure on, not able to get a goal though at the moment, David.
Well, I think Ferrulo was just put off a little bit there by the soccer ball. Being of Italian heritage, he was probably in two minds as to which one to go for.
That kick was almost out in the full
I
there.
certainly don't think it was 15 metres either, Adam.
No, I need a dump. Takes him up, looks long. Hoping for Peter Fole. Good to see that he's moved a little bit away from that forward pocket where the kids are playing soccer. And Peter Fole on the bottom of the pack. Can't get rid of it. We'll have a throw up.
Lunick comes up with the ball. He's always thereabouts.
Thrown up. Innes wins it. Lorenzo. He's been active so far in this quarter. He pretended to handball to
Good
somebody but
second
got
effort.
it back. Kicks it forward. How will the bounce go? Rogers wasn't able to quite pick it up as he ran through. I thought he got pushed. I heard a whistle. Yep, and there it is.
Well, he's
pushed.
got another shot from this range, but look at this. He's going to spot up Ryan.
Move on quickly. There's
That
two.
is Ryan Carey, and this guy is a pretty reliable kick.
So Ryan Carey, he had the choice of him and Troy Pryor. Carey takes a mark. Rogers just lurking.
Just wanted it back there. Just saying, give it to me, give it to me.
A nice close-up there of Carey. As you mentioned, David, right, left,
Important.
right, left, and then he kicks it.
Yeah. It's the way that they seem to be going this year, and that looks good off the boot.
It is.
Kendall's clapping. Time becoming a factor here, so that goal is all important. I'm starting to get a little bit excited. I'm raising my voice at them because the Eels are right in this game, and they could possibly win this one by the 15-goal margin that I predicted.
Well, David, did you see the experience here of Kendall? Not only did he mark it after the line, but he gave it back to the umpire quickly, trying to make sure it gets back to the middle.
Well, I did see that, Adam, and he is a very experienced player, as you did say. He knows exactly what the situation of the game is with the clock. And ball thrown up again, and Innes just wins it out. He says, I'll take it again. And then I think there's going to be another... No, it's come out. Oh, gee, that's not good marking. That's Effa Stop out on the wing
Oh,
on his own. He
he's
can't
on with it.
bounce the ball.
And he's gone.
You fool.
Oh, he's been given high.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
You'd
that-
almost
he should
rather
have
be
been
caught
penalised.
holding the ball there after fumbling that.
He should have been penalised, Adam. He could have run all the way to an open goal, but he never learned how to bounce the ball in junior footy.
No, Craven Moorhead's taking the mark. He's just using his hands there to point at the man on the mark.
And he says,
Just rubbing
comes
it
and
in.
marks his puts a mark on the ground. Now,
He'll hold this ball tightly.
if I was a groundskeeper, I wouldn't be happy with that, Adam.
No.
He's going to get awfully close to the man on the mark. What was the point of marking your ground when you can only kick 30 metres?
So Craven Moorhead, and I think that the hands here have been chopped down of Luke Early. They have, so he's got the free kick. Look at that, Aaron Diss just handballing back nicely. They're good mates. They play cricket together as well.
Well, it's actually Lunick getting the kick.
Oh, it is. The
this
flashy
is a
boots.
dangerous kick.
It is, but look at it,
No, he
boys.
It was smart because he knew Jarvie was on his own, and this guy can hit a target.
Jarvie, has
he
it
just
bounced
sells
and then
some
gives
dummy.
it don't argue as well as he sold the candy.
Boy, wowee.
Lovely play there by Jarvie.
Good pick up for Roy.
Oh, look at this.
Run from
Diss. He was the man who
Overlap
gave it
coming
to
from her.
Lunig. As he's still going forward. Finlay gives it don't argue as well. There's a bit of that going out there at the moment. Kick forward. Use the hands well there.
He's paid it. He has paid the mark. That one could have gone either way, and this is Ryan Carey again. Well,
He's
could he
popping
turn
up
out
in
to
the
be
final
King
quarter,
Carey?
isn't he?
Famous number 7. Lines up.
There he is, just making sure he's on it.
Just gets his breath back.
He could be a match winner here.
Well, he could be. He's the Tony Evans of this grand final.
So here he is. He comes in
Little
with
stutter
that
on his run-up.
familiar
That's
run-up.
normally not in his routine, and there's the result.
It's a good pick-up, David.
Well, Adam, as you know, I've kicked a lot of goals in football, and I can pick up on little mistakes in approaches. And I just saw that one early, and you could tell that was not going to be right off the boot.
Kicked out now by Harry Undersack. He goes long. Doesn't get to anybody, though. Stella Virgin still running around the back. Gives to Peter File. He'll help Stella Virgin out, always. Kicks along now to T. Bagner. Does well. Looks up. T. Bagner darts inside. Kicks forward. Hoping to find Mike Hunt, who's pushed forward. Mike Hunt drops that. He'll look inboard. And again, is that Craven Moorhead? Went the one hand. Probably should have gone two. Now snaps it along the ground and it'll go out of bounds. Right forward pocket for Ballajura.
Good little spoil from Burgess there. Just got an important fist in.
He's had some key moments in this game.
He has, and I love seeing it when an important fist goes in.
So here we have it, just near the right behind post for Ballajura, in front of the Kenwick cricket sign. Join your local club there, 94522965. As it's thrown in around the back. This is a chance for Anita Dump. Comes down now to Fanny Schmeller. Good pressure by Ellenbrook, though. Look at Dis.
Desperation
He
from
does well.
Ellenbrook.
Goes out now, though. There's a bit of pressure around. White was on all fours. Trying to get that in the camera. Power will do well here. Taps it over the back. Power's whining about the clock.
Joking.
He has a bounce. He looks up. He'll probably hit someone lace out here as well.
And
he
look at
has.
that. Well,
Casey
you can't
runs
do
forward.
that, can you, Adam? Can you possibly be that good?
So Casey takes a mark. He
Look at
goes
Kendall.
long now
Look
to
at
Kendall.
Kendall.
Use the one hand. It's cleared out by Clintoris. Clintoris goes long. It's a nice kick out there.
This will
Harry
catch him there.
Bush.
This will catch him.
Harry Bush running onto it
Oh,
strongly.
put pressure on him. He chased him all the way, and look at the result.
Luke Hurley takes the mark.
That's what happens. That came about because of the chase from Dis.
An easing mark here. Goes long down the wing. So Dave Murphy takes a mark. He looks up now. Bit of a wobbly kick off the boot.
Oh, intelligent play from Antonio.
Great tap on. They kick forward now, but the mark is taken by Craven Moorhead. He goes back, looks inboard.
Well, this looks dangerous, Adam.
It is dangerous. It's
okay.
a high kick, but Harry Undersack takes the mark.
Undersack was on his own there.
So in the middle of the ground, it's starting to tighten up here in the last quarter. Goes out now to Fanny Schmeller. He's going to need to get on his bike here, Fanny Schmeller. Aaron Dis is all over him. The left foot kick forward.
Good pressure from Dis.
Gains about 15 metres as Stella Virgin comes out. Gives her hands now to T. Bagner. Kicks forward. Joe Mama takes the mark. Looks inboard. Who's his target? Goes long 2-on-1 favouring Ellenbrook. The numbers win out. Luke Hurley. And Callum White just goes in, gives him a good rough of the hair. He wishes he still had hair for people to do that to him.
White just got out positioned there slightly by useless prick, and he knew he had his old mate Luke Hurley there to help him out. That's the sort of team they are.
So it's thrown in now into the forward line. It goes
Dangerous.
forward. Irek Uranus.
Umpire's called something. He's calling for another throw in again.
We're having a lot of this.
This umpire very fussy. I think this young fella's technique is perfect. Look at that.
Look at that. And that's got a lot of length in it that time. This time, a good win by Useless Prick. Snaps across the body, though. That's disappointing after he did all the hard work.
Well, out of bounds in the other pocket now. And the crowd look very enthralled by this contest, as are we, Adam.
They do.
Time is a real issue now. And this really has come down to the wire.
So it's going to be thrown in right forward pocket here for Ballajura.
Good throw.
Two go up for Ballajura. Anita Dunn.
Innes just...
Look at that. Innes,
he's
and then
pulled
he
at
uses the
Gosnells
left.
and stolen it off him.
He's done well. He kicks it out. Rogers, what'll he do? He'll probably try to use his non-preferred two. Instead, he gives the hands.
Lunig's there.
Lunig did well. Gives the hands and just takes it over. That's professional and smart.
Good
Throw
play
it
from
in.
Ellenbrook.
Loving those orange boots of Lunig. Looks like he could run all day.
Well, it does look like that, and he's proving that to be the case as well. Looks like Matt Jarvie's going to take the ruck here.
Yep, so Jarvie against Irek Uranus.
Throw just went over his head, and Innes was there.
He did. Comes down now, though, to T. Bagner. Goes to Harry Bush. Free kick given.
Well,
All
what's
questions,
that for?
hands up.
What
No
is